Hello everyone, welcome to Sheri Speaks. Yes, I know it's been a while since I've made a video. Sometimes you just need to sit back and observe, right? Well, today's question is, who are the people unable to breathe as a result of you, because of you? Sounds funny, right? It's time for us to check ourselves. And I'm speaking to the person making this video as well, me, Sheri. I'm speaking to you as well, right? I'm not exempt. And I'm speaking to everyone who has the opportunity to listen to me or watch this video. The past few weeks has been overwhelming with the media focused on the circumstances surrounding the death of George Floyd. We all know this struggle is bigger, the pain is deeper, but it is also a wake-up call for all of us as humans, wherever we're from, whatever continent we live in, right? It is a wake-up call for all of us. I intend to focus on the community I know well, the community I was born into, the community I live in today. We need to stop and think as a community. We need to stop and think. And now is the time to do so. Right? If this pandemic hasn't enlightened you, or you haven't had an awakening within you, believe me, you will forever live in perpetual darkness. I think COVID-19 came for a reason. And it's meant to awaken in us. It's meant to enlighten us. We need to have a rethinking. We need to change our mindset and see things differently. The question I can't get my head around is, why are we so consumed by so much hatred to the extent that we do not have any feeling of empathy for our fellow brothers and sisters? Why do we hold so much negativity and bitterness for one another to the extent that you are not bothered whether that person lives or dies? One thing we must know is, and we all know this, don't we? Death is not always physical. Some of us systematically kill each other while they're still alive, right? In the book of John, chapter 8, verse 7, when they kept on questioning Jesus about the supposed prostitute, what did Jesus do? What did he say? He straightened up himself and he said to them, "Let anyone of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Don't get me wrong. Racism is real. Racism is real. And I'm not going to sit here in my kitchen and pretend as if it isn't real, because I've experienced it as well. But I'm not here to go deep into that. I'm here to talk to you watching this video right now. You need to listen to me. We are all as guilty as that police officer. Ask me how. Although you may not have taken someone's life physically, but you may have killed something inside someone at some point in time. Someone under you or someone around you or close to you may be struggling to breathe, just like George Floyd, and you are refusing to get your knees off that person's neck, perhaps because of your pride or your ego. Call it whatever. You need to let people start breathing. Here are my questions. Are you a man who has so much victimized his wife to the extent that she is so scared of you and unable to breathe even in our own home? Or are you that wife making your husband's life miserable in a place where he's supposed to call home? Let your wife breathe. Let your husband breathe. Or are you that side chick keeping a family apart, preventing another woman like you from being happy? Let that family breathe. What about the in-laws who make their daughters and son-in-laws' life miserable, always finding faults, forgetting that they have sons and daughters too that will one day become someone's in-law? Let them breathe. Let these children breathe. Or are you that friend filled with so much envy and jealousy? Let your friend breathe. Do you just enjoy putting people down at any given opportunity? Let these people breathe. I could go on and on. Or are you that employer, very common in Nigeria with employers, who has refused to pay your staff salaries, not because your business is not doing well, but because you just don't want to? Let your staff and their family breathe. Or are you that potential employer asking for a bribe or a sexual relationship before you give that person that job? Let that woman breathe. Are you that lecturer asking for sexual relationship because before your student can pass your course? Let your student breathe. I can go on and on. I could even go into Nigerian government. Let your citizens breathe. I know people may have reasons for disliking a particular person, but no reason is good enough. Love is a commandment by God. You must love your neighbor, right? You must love your neighbor. But having a relationship with them or being their friend is a choice. So please get your knees off that person's neck and let them breathe. No matter what that person has done, allow them breathe and free them. Freeing them means you're freeing yourself as well. Give yourself that freedom. You need it to. Don't allow negativity to cloud your sense of reasoning. Don't allow jealousy, envy, or lack of forgiveness cultivate in your heart. You will only harvest destruction. As you begin to cast the stone, check yourself too. Someone under you or close to you might be unable to breathe. Let the change start with you, right? Let the change start with you watching me right now by sharing this video, right? Share this video with someone. You never know whose life you might touch. Stay safe, stay beautiful,